happening? This is it! This is real!
We...
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Popcorn Crushers. My name is Damola and I'm right here in Gusto TV Africa. So yes, let me enjoy my popcorn, babe. This movie. This movie is actually interesting. I don't know, like lately on Netflix, I've been seeing new interesting movies. Like the way they are coming is like that. Oh, guys, like own law is gone, is going. Okay, so guys, this movie is actually a very, very good one. The title of this movie is The School for Good and Evil. What kind of title is that? That's all, like The School for Good and Evil. It's not like explanatory already. Well, it is not explanatory. Go and watch it. This movie is actually produced, directed by Paul Feig. It is actually a movie that is based on a novel with the same name, The School for Good and Evil, by Sonan Chenani. This story is interesting. From beginning, middle to the end, you're going to love it. So there's actually in this movie there are two friends, Agatha and Sophie. They love each other. They've been like together since childhood, when Sophie lost her mother when she was a kid. So Agatha helped Sophie, like saw Sophie crying at her mother's grave and did this crown for Sophie, like with a wood. So gave it to the friend Sophie. Like that's when they became friends at first, when they were very, very little. But in this town where Sophie and Agatha grew up, they actually call Agatha a witch because her mom is always like doing a love spell that does not work. So Agatha has this craving, or not really a craving because it's Sophie that is bounded by, like, she has cravings, but Agatha had this wish of like being a witch, like being an actual witch, which her mother could not like do or get or something. So she was like, she wished she was actually an actual witch, so she would be able to like do real spells, like apart from what her mom is doing and selling to people. So whenever she's in the town, if everybody don't like her, they call her weird, they call her witch, and they will like corner her and tell her, do you know what we do to witches? We burn them. So there's a lot of hatred for Agatha in that old town. But then she has this soft friend, this angel called Sophie. And this her friend is always by her side, 24/7, like always helping her out when she's in danger and people like try to kill her or hurt her. The friend is always there to help her. And whenever they call her witch, she does not even feel it because her friend is right beside her, like not making her feel a thing about what's going on around her. So this friend, Sophie, already has a stepmom that like, and two brothers that like frustrate her every day of her life. But Sophie has cravings, great cravings of actually becoming something different, because she actually remembered when her mom told her that she's going to change the world someday. So she held to that word, and she's always a fairy tale person. She loves to read fairy tale stories. So whenever they go to this bookstore to go and get new stories, Agatha, like Sophie already has like read the whole of it, and she is always reading something different. She's always reading she always reads stories of fairy tales and all that. Why Agatha always like, guy, you're too, like, why will you be reading something like it's not even real? So this fateful day, they actually went to get books, and then Sophie asked if there were new books to read and everything, fairy tale books to read. She was specific, while the woman, the bookstore keeper, was like, no, you can't get this book because you've read everything. But do you know there's actually a true story that there's a school of good and bad, because every of that book has a signature of the school for good and bad. So this woman tell her that it's actually real outside their town, that there's actually a school like that all these books comes from them, that she's going to show her the first edition that came that morning. So the woman showed her and saw the cravings in, like, the spark in Sophie's eyes when she saw that, oh, there's actually a school for good and evil. Like they weren't sure. So the woman gave them this little tale of a black magic coming to take a particular girl in their town to go to the school for good and evil. That is just a story. Like since then they've not heard about the girl, and everybody don't know where the girl is and all that. So Agatha actually had that Sophia already had that wish that I'm going to go outside this old town. I want to know what is outside there. But then what happens when a friend doesn't want her to go? What happens when a friend is dragging her all back that you can't go? Well, that's what you'll be thinking at some point. But actually, this dream of ours, of Sophie, came to pass. They came to drag him. Sophie. This dark magic came to drag Sophie. And when the black magic was dragging Sophie, Agatha held on Sophie. So she didn't want to let go of her friend. So they, like in the movie, we could see where they were, the black smoke was dragging Sophie, and Agatha held to her, and it dragged the both of them to a point that one big creature, like one vulture, came to carry them. And when the vulture carried them, he actually carried them to the good, to the school of good and evil. And when it to drop them, guess what happened, guys? He actually dropped Agatha in the school for good, and dropped Sophie, who has always wished and who have always craved to be a princess, to live like a princess, in the school of evil. And the school of good, you all dress like a princess. Everything there is white, rosy, beautiful, red. Is an epitome of beauty. That place is beautiful. While the school of evil is filled with, you have to wear rags, you have to look ugly. It contrasts to the school of good. So Sophie felt like, no, Agatha should be, because Agatha is actually mean. If you watch that movie very well, Agatha is mean. But then they had to drag Agatha to the school for good. Why will you put Agatha in the school for good when I'm actually good? So Sophie kept on shouting first day in that school, I'm actually good. I'm in the wrong school. I should be in that other place. So tongues takes turns and turns take turns, and very, very interesting turns I don't want to talk about. But guys, go watch this movie. This movie is interesting. The cinematography is nice. You don't need to worry about why is this movie looking like this. It's actually okay. The plot of the setting of the movie is amazing. It keeps you to your toes. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what happened next and everything. So you guys should go watch this movie. My ratings for this movie is 9. I could have given it 10, but then I just want to be a little stingy. So this rating is 9, and I really love this movie. I hope you guys watch this movie and see what I see in the movie. I actually enjoyed the movie a lot, and I want you guys to drop your ratings in the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gusto TV Africa. I love you guys. See you next time. Bye.